My history at Brazil, I remember when I was very young watching Formula One, and obviously I was a huge fan of Ayrton Senna. You know, he had such a huge impact in my life, so when I finally got there I really felt his presence and felt very honoured to be there, and kind of it's his home country where he had won in the past with this team. And so I was so excited to drive there, and I think we got a great result. We came from 18th or 17th on the grid to 3rd, so great weekend. The qualifying session we had in Brazil was a disaster. It's probably as far as I can remember, one of the worst qualifying sessions we'd had. We're generally good in the wet, and I felt that the tyres were switched on, but they weren't. I didn't have a lot of grip, and I was aquaplaning a lot. The visibility was, you couldn't really see 10 meters and 20 meters in front of you. It was very, very difficult, especially when there's other cars in front. But the rain was heavy in some parts of the circuit than others, and there's a lot of streams coming, a lot of rivers coming across the track. So you're kind of always feathering the throttle, and you hit a wet patch in aquaplane, and you have to be so sharp, sharper than you ever are. You are on the whole weekend to be able to react to those things. Otherwise, you're off in the wall on the grass. And I did everything I could, and I actually felt, okay, that must have been the pole position lap, you know. And I come round and they tell me I'm 18th, and I'm like, wow. You know, it was such a shock to us. Fortunately, with this team, what we do, we don't think, okay, the weekend's over. We think, okay, now how can we get back to the front? How can we get some points, and how can we win the race? And for myself, I still believe there is that possibility. You could still win the race from back there. Something magical happens, and it did. You know, it was a magical race for me. Well, first of all, I don't feel I'm passing over a crown. I feel I still have #1 in my car until the last race, so I haven't had to pass it over just yet. But no, I'm very happy for him. You know, it's great that he could do it for the country, and I know he's had a huge warm welcome back here, and I think he's probably just overwhelmed, trying to sit back and absorb it, but it's too much to absorb. So I'm sure he's just bubbly and enjoying it. He's #1. He's got it for a year. Then hopefully I try and take it back.